Hello to everybody, you're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and I wanted to do a follow-up video on the video where we were making parchment paper. And so, if you didn't see part 1, it's not labeled part 1, it's just called DIY parchment paper. So, is the piece, I did a couple pieces. I did pieces that I had out on my indoor clothes rack, and those are these two pieces. And then this one I dried outside in the sunshine, and there's really no difference in the feel of it. The only difference is that the one that I dried outside in the sunshine isn't as dark, okay? It's got a lighter color to it, and it dried more quickly, okay? All I can say is that it dried more quickly outside, and inside the colors, you know, I guess it would have had to have been the sun that didn't get to it. But then all the strips that we peeled off from the edges, I kept those too, because I kept those for possibly like little petition papers or bookmarks or other things. Hello and welcome to everybody who's here in the chat. It's so nice to see everybody. If you heard a rumor, I did start a second channel this morning. It kind of went over like a fart in church. But as soon as I'm able to find a way to give you guys the link, I sure will. I'm not technologically savvy there, but I will try to be better. So one thing that you might say about the parchment is, well, Jen, it's how do you write on it? Well, step 2 for me, and it will depend on the person. Some people literally like it to look like an old treasure map and to look this imperfection, yeah? So I like the imperfection, I like it to be like this, but if I'm going to put these pages like into a book, if I was going to make a book out of these type of old papers, or if I was going to make like a little, put something in a picture frame or something like that and you needed to get it flat, one way that I like to do it is just press it in between your favorite magical books. Magical books. You could use regular books, of course you could, but if you use your magical books, it almost feels like that intention is being pressed into the paper. So I will just kind of put it between a couple of my magical books, and then I will put it at the bottom of my big pile. This is the same way that I press my my pinup oracle cards, etc. I'm having a very off day today, starting with the morning, so I haven't got my Etsy or Patreon listed in the description, but if you go to past videos, it's down there. So basically just getting as much weight on these as you can. All of these books I'm showing here, most of them I sure do recommend to folks, but I use all of them for my research. So part 2 of the parchment paper is just getting them pressed between a big old bulk of your favorite magical books. And so that way, now if you wanted the whole entire thing to be pressed and not just the flat of it, you could lay the papers on a card table like this and then put all the books on top of it, so you're getting the edges too. You go about it your own way, but another thing you could put on top of this is like a big heavy rock or a stone. There's a hold stone I use for a lot of different things. It's actually right down here. And sometimes you can just set that on there for another 10 pounds, 15 pounds of weight. And this is just some more good energies to be putting into it. You know, you could add more to it if you wanted to. But part 3 basically is once you've taken it out and it's all pressed, now you can use it for your magical petitions. You can, you know, you could press these flat into bookmarks, but I'm just going to use these for little petition papers to write things onto and then burn. I like the way that they're just torn and look all ratty. And how did we get them this color and shape and everything? In the first video we took a big jar of tea, we used PG tips, and then we used 9 tea bags. Okay, we used a magical number, a number that vibrates with us magically, and we pressed the parchment paper in there. We realized that you can't keep the parchment paper in there for all day because it will start to kind of disintegrate and fall apart and get holes in it. And then the next part, after you're done with this, for like part 3, we'll be coming back after it's flat and we'll be burning the edges so that it looks like it's been through some sort of fire. It's just adding another element to it and then another aged look to it as well. So many great correspondences for this great paper. Yes, Tess, of course. What do you guys use parchment paper? Hi, Starlight. It's so good to see you. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Thanks, everybody who's here. Appreciate the joining of the family together. So, so nice to see everybody. Hi, Justin. Silver Willow. So, let's see. What else is there to talk about? Trying to get a lot of things done today. So I'll come back on for another video, but I just wanted to do part 2 of the parchment paper. Hello, Joyce. So good to see everybody. Making a quick note at the end of this video, I've removed all moderators. I've been losing Etsy sales and have people that are angry at me. And this is no blame on anyone. I'm not mad at anyone. I took away all moderators except for Thomas and Zale. So please don't think that it has to do with anyone on a one-on-one level. It's just a choice that I've decided to make. So I just want everybody to respect my choice and not be upset with me any further, because I don't take the upset very well. It really, really does hurt deep down in my heart. And so, yes, I did. I did. I removed all mods except for two people. So I just don't want anyone to be upset with me, but it was getting to a point where I couldn't control it, and I would rather have the blame be on me than on somebody else. So just please don't think it's a personal thing about you. It's just something that I have to do for myself for whatever reason. So there's that. And good. Thank you, Fairy Horse. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So I did start a second channel this morning. If you're having trouble finding it, it's capital T, capital T, capital W, TTW, no, Jen TTW, JENN and I will be getting it out to you guys real soon. Yes, that's what true friends are for. So, you know, if you guys are still talking to me after I removed your moderator status, I know that you're true friends, and I hope that all of you do. So, thank you for that. And we'll come back for part 3 of the parchment paper a little bit later on today, and then we'll be burning it together and other things. But I need to put on makeup and a face because I've had a hard morning. So yeah, it's just like that, Marge, except for there's a space in between it. So it's capital J, lowercase e, lowercase n, a space, and then TTW. And what I did was I started my pick-a-card readings this morning. We did 5 pick-a-cards. It was either red jasper, coral, garnet, clear quartz, or amethyst cluster, and it was a lot of fun. So I hope everybody hops over there and checks it out, and if you don't, that's okay. It can be a nice small channel for a while, or it can be a nice small channel for forever. So bless you guys all so much. I'm going to do a couple more things, and then I will be back online. So have a beautiful day, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye!